Okay, so to complete your cast shadow, I'm just going to zoom in here on the cylinder. We'll go back to that one. If we're looking up above there with our examples, you can see that what we're creating for our cast shadow is we're mimicking the edges or the contour lines of the form to create the shadow shape. Okay? So in order to do that, based on this cylinder, because our light source is over here, I'm going to use my 2B because that's a comfortable pencil for me. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's somewhere in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line going out at an angle. And then I'm going to draw a curvy line near the top. And what that represents is this straight line represents this edge of the cylinder, the right side. And then the curvy line represents the top. Okay, so after I create that shape, then it's just a very simple concept of the closer you are to the form, the darker the shadow is. The farther away you get from the form, the lighter it gets. So really all it is, class, is just a value scale now, going from dark to light as I work my way away from the form. So I normally start by doing like really dark on one end and kind of lighter on the other, and then I kind of just go in and fill the in-between middle tones in. Now if I want to make it super dark, I can switch to my 6B and press kind of hard to get that really nice core shadow in there, right? Within my cast shadow. For our sphere, it's very, very similar. If we're looking up here at our example, it's rounded because the sphere is round. Now, you just have to decide, it doesn't have to be as wide as the one up there. If we want it to be smaller, sorry, I gotta switch back to my 2B. It just depends on how close the light is or how far of an angle it is. So if it were super close, my cast shadow would be really, really small. If I have it far away, it's gonna be really stretched out. And it's gonna be kind of lighter. So I'm gonna get started here. It's really dark underneath my circle. As I work my way out towards the edges of my shadow, it's going to get lighter. So again, it's just little value scales. Okay, dark to light. Okay, and then we have our last one, which is the square or the cube. More specifically, it's a form, so it's a cube. And to do that one's always the hardest one, especially when you have kind of ambiguous light or you're not really sure where the light is at. So for us, when we're looking at this example up here, our light is kind of coming just right in from the side, more towards the back because we can see it on this side. So in order to create this, you guys can see this angle here is this front panel, this vertical line. This back angle, okay, represents the top part of this side of the box. And then this final angle back here can represent either this back piece or it could also be this back hidden corner that we can't see. So when we look at our cube here, I'm just gonna try and recreate that. So again, I'm using my 2B. I'm going off the angle here. Then I'm recreating this angle on the top part of the box. And then I'm going to just go right above my corner and connect it. Okay, so that's going to be the shape of my cast shadow for my cube. And again, same principle, the closer I am to my cube, the darker it's going to be, the lighter it'll get the farther I go away from it. Okay. Closer is darker, farther is lighter. And again, you can use that 6B to really shade in that core shadow area of your cast shadow. Okay, so I'll scoot back now so you can kind of see them. That's what you need to have to complete this side of your worksheet.